Got their mics on.
Rick Bozich, go ahead.
Yeah, you guys played a really good first half, and then the second half started okay, and then they had that 17-point run. From your view, what happened in that stretch where they jumped ahead?
I feel like we just wasn't like communicating that well at all, like as a collective. Like once they started hitting those threes and we had like those mistakes, we didn't come together. We just splintered off, and that's how they kept being able to go on a run. We kept making mistakes, on the defensive end. We just didn't communicate at all, and our body language showed it. So we have to, like, once that happens, like once we make those mistakes and like team goes on a little run, we have to come together and not splinter off, and then so teams can't just keep going on runs and just keep getting three balls.
Andrew Chernoff, did you have a question?
Yeah, Brandon, going off of that, I know that you guys have talked about similar things over the course of all these games. Is there a similar trend as a reason why, I guess, that's happening over the course of these games?
The what?
Just the lack of communication and whatnot out there.
I just think that like that's all on us. Like I don't really understand. It's just as a group, like being like wanting to fight for the whole 40 minutes. Like we had a very good first half, and then we just like it happens every game. Like once we come out in the second half, I feel like we get a little bit lackadaisical, and we feel like teams are gonna just give it to us. We got to go take it. And we're just like we're not fighting how we're supposed to, and we're not staying on point how we're supposed to. Even when we're down, like we come into the half, come into the locker room, good vibes and stuff like that, but we're still down. So when we go back out, we have to like focus in and lock back in and stay on point so we can go on a run. So we can take the lead, and then so we can be the aggressors. We're always allowing them to be the aggressors. We're always getting punched in the mouth, and we have to dig ourselves out of a hole. So we just have to stop doing that. We have to figure out a way to stop doing that.
Any other questions for Brandon? Once, twice?
Yeah, Zach, I don't know how to use the raise hand function, but I've got one. Brandon, I mean, this is almost about the halfway point in the season for you guys. What's a little break here? I mean, is this about to be a needed break over Christmas?
I think a little bit, yeah, like yes and no. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a tough beginning of the season, so just kind of take our mind up a couple of things, but and enjoy your family. But we have to like lock back in real quick because we have a quick turnaround. We have a good opponent in Kentucky coming up after the break. I think they're the first game or whatever. But we just have to while we're at home, we have to remember our obligation to our team. We can't just be sitting down, not working out, not staying in shape like that. So when we come back, we have to, you know what I'm saying, be a little bit more better shape, be a little bit better players in every aspect, so we could, you know what I'm saying, go on a run. I feel like it's time to make a run right now. The first half of the season is pretty much over. We can't change what happened. So I just think this break will allow us to, you know what I'm saying, reset and allow us to get our minds together, and then for us to come back and get back to work.
Anything else for Brandon? Okay, thank you all. We'll have Coach Payne here in just a second. All right, everybody, we got Coach Payne here. Coach, I'll let you open it up, and you all can go ahead and raise your hand for questions.
First off, played a very good team, a well-coached team, very electric team, great in transitions, two really good guards that are dynamic, their speed, their ability to get in the lane, their ability to make shots. They can make tough shots. I thought we did a decent job with them. And the big fellow, he was good. Good team, well coached team, and hard fought game. I thought we played hard, made a lot of mistakes, but overall, I thought we played okay. Still, would like to have come out with a better result. I thought we proved that we can play with them. We just have to do it more consistently. But, they got 20-something more shots than us. Our 17 turnovers, their 12 offensive rebounds, that'll give them more shots than us. We have to do a better job and be more physical and rebound the ball. And we continually have to, take care of the basketball. If we're going to win games, we gotta get shots. And in order to get shots, we can't give them the ball.
Rick Bozich, go ahead.
Yeah, Kenny, Dan Bonner on the telecast made the point several times that you guys took too long to get into your offense and you were getting shots in the last few seconds. Is that the way you saw it, and why do you think that was happening?
Number one, I think their game plan was to press us to get us to slow down. And then what we did was the game plan for us was once we get over half court, we know the play, go into the play. So we have 2 plays that we can run. And I wanted us to get into them quick. Well, they wasn't for sure that they were finishing, trapping us. And so we will be hesitant, and, that's not the way I want to play. It sort of puts us on our heels. We began to process the game once we get over half court. The possessions where L, for example, may be trying to set up a play and think about the play, and he's taking 2 or 3 dribbles and time is running down. I need him to know what we're doing and get into it quick and let's go. Or just drive the ball. They're pressuring us anyway. Just get in the lane and create offense for us or get it to the post. A lot of times the best offense was just throwing it inside.
Ken Spencer, go ahead.
Kenny, when you guys had it tied up at 33, that 17-0 run that they went on, it seemed to kind of, be the difference in the game. And it seemed like kind of turnovers and then, that leaking over onto the defensive end kind of was a big bullabaloo and all of that. What did you see?
Well, we talked about it. In the first half, there was a point where we was in control. We were up 2-3, whatever it was. Maybe it was even. And then they went on a little bit of a run, and we fought back to get back into the game. The second half, we knew it's going to be a game of runs. It's going to be a game of momentum. We know we're going to face adversity. We've faced it every game this year. So embrace it, trust the process, stick to your discipline, stick to the game plan, and let's fight through it together. Let's not have one person or 2 people decide they're going to be the ones to bring us back. Stick to what we're doing. Be solid on defense. Don't give up a wide open shot. When we trap, we know we're zoning up after the trap. There was times where instead of zoning up, we were in scramble. So we ran to the wrong guy, which led to a dunk or a layup. Or, to start the half, one of their best players goes off for 6 or 8 points in a 2-minute span. That's not the game plan. So we have to look at it, assess it. What can we do better, and go from there.
Andrew Chernoff, go ahead.
Kenny, how much are you using this break coming up as just a way to reset and just, I don't even know what the word is, but maybe reset, clear everyone's mind mentally and just sort of take a breath for a minute?
Well, I just told the guys, look, I want them to go home and have a couple days and spend it with their families, enjoy the Christmas break. But I also want them to think about what more they can do to bring more to the table. What more can they do, each individual, to help us get over the hump? And I think they need this break, but I think they need it for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it's Christmas, great time of the year, but also to mentally reflect on what do I truly want? What do I truly want this team to be? The second half of this it's coming fast, and we're going to be playing some really good teams. So we have to be on point. We have to be 100% bought in and go in there and fight for everything that we get.
Bozich, go ahead. Rick, you're muted.
Can't hear you, Rick.
Okay, second straight game, Sydney has scored the ball well. Brandon had 12 points and 12 boards tonight. Are you seeing, I mean, I know you don't want to lose. Are you seeing progress?
I think I'm seeing progress. I'm seeing guys fight more. I'm seeing, you know, I've always said, Brandon, I brought you here to be a double-double guy. I'm seeing a little bit of it. I want more of it. You know, Sydney is coming along. I mean, the last 3 games he's played well. He's done some things that I like. I just needed more consistent. I need him to move his feet a little better defensively. I need him to fight for those 1 or 2 rebounds that he let get away because he relaxed for a second. But overall, I'm happy with where he's came. I'm happy with what Brandon's trying to do. I just needed to be consistent, Rick, if that makes sense.
And Spencer, do you have a question?
I do. Kenny, I know, you know, this break gives you a few days to maybe reflect just a little bit. I know you probably have a lot of things that you would like to clean up with this team, but what's the one, like the major thing? Hey, we got to get this fixed.
Well, it's not one thing. I wish I could say it was one thing. For me, it's if I can get 3 things done, if I can get us to, 1, take care of our turnovers, become a better passing team without panicking. 2, if I could get us to rebound the ball efficiently. 3, if I can get us to defend desperately for as long as you're on the court. So if that's 40 minutes, it's 40 minutes. If we could clear up those 3 things, I will feel better. And that's what I'm going to be doing over the break, is looking at film, saying, how do we do it? What's another way? What else can I add? What else can we implement to help us understand how desperate we have to play defensively? Because when we relax, teams are going to go on, you know, 10-0 runs, 12-0 runs, and it's killing us.
Andrew Chernoff?
Kenny, those are the things that you guys are going to be working on over the break, but have you thought about just what it will be like? We know what game is next for you to be back inside Rupp Arena next in you know, a week and a half from now.
I have not thought about it. And since you brought it up, I guess I have to think about it right now. But all I can tell you is that they have a bunch of talent over there, a great Hall of Fame coach, a well-oiled machine. They're just young right now, and Coach Cal is going to figure it out. And it's going to be a hard game. We're playing at their home, where we all know the history of their wins at home and what it means to go in there. I'm looking forward for our guys to see the challenge, to see the atmosphere, and hopefully we can get them to fight, to understand the magnitude of the rivalry of the 2 programs. And it's on us, and I said this a while back, it's on us to bring our part to the rivalry. So, you know, I haven't thought much about it. I know they'll be well prepared for us. We just got to fight. We just have to fight.
Okay, everybody good? All right, thank you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.